Okay, so, you've shared some really fascinating stuff with us about how AI is going to, really affect how businesses grow,
Yeah.
by 2025.
Yeah, it seems like there's so much buzz around AI right now, and what we want to do with this deep dive is kind of like get to the core of, what's really important for business growth when we're thinking about leveraging AI in the next few years.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the stats that really jumped out at me was this idea that, companies who are really actively utilizing AI could potentially double their business growth by 2025.
Wow.
Like double.
Yeah, that's huge.
So let's kind of like unpack that a bit. What are the actual ways AI can drive that kind of really significant impact?
So your sources highlighted several key areas where AI is already showing promise and where it's likely to really accelerate growth in the coming years. And the first one is something you probably interact with every day as a consumer, and that's the creation of hyper-personalized customer experiences.
Yeah. Personalization is everywhere these days. From
Yeah.
Netflix recommending, what I should watch next to the targeted ads that seem to follow me everywhere online. But how does AI kind of like take this beyond just, basic algorithms? How does it work at a deeper level?
Well, it's the sophistication of the analysis that AI can do.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just looking at past purchases or what you clicked on AI, can identify these really subtle patterns in customer behavior. It can kind of anticipate needs that you might not even be consciously aware of, and then tailor offerings in a truly individual way.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, Netflix. Their AI-driven recommendations are a perfect example of how understanding these nuanced preferences keeps users engaged and ultimately, leads to those subscription renewals.
Right. It's like the service just gets me sometimes even before I know what I want. And that definitely, makes me want to use it more and stay loyal. The research even had some interesting numbers about the financial side of this too.
Yeah, the McKinsey statistic really caught my eye. It said that personalization could actually boost sales by 10 to 15% and, increase marketing efficiency by as much as 30%. I mean, that's a real impact on the bottom line.
So let's say, someone listening wants to tap into this power of hyper personalization. What's a concrete first step based on what you read?
Well, the sources really emphasized investing in AI-powered CRM platforms. Those are customer relationship management platforms that use AI to dig into customer data. Some examples are Salesforce Einstein, or you could even implement dedicated recommendation engines. These are tangible ways to start creating those tailored customer journeys you mentioned.
Okay, so creating those unique experiences for each customer is a big driver of growth. What's the next area where AI is making a difference?
So the next key area is the automation of all those repetitive tasks. Now, this might not be as obvious to customers as personalization, but it has a huge impact on a company's efficiency and costs.
Yeah, I think we all have those, routine time consuming tasks that just eat up so much time. How does AI actually step in and take those over?
AI technologies like robotic process automation, or RPA, they use software robots to automate tasks like, data entry or form processing. And then there's the sophisticated chatbots that can handle those basic interactions. This frees up your human employees to do things that require, creativity or strategic thinking or those direct customer interactions, the things that drive innovation and build those relationships.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Instead of someone spending hours manually processing invoices, they could be developing a new product or building a strong relationship with a client. The source has actually had a great example of this.
Yeah, the example of Amazon's warehouses is a really good one. They use AI-driven robots for things like, picking and packing and sorting. And it's not just about saving money on labor. It's about improving speed and accuracy, which are critical in today's e-commerce world.
So if a company is thinking about automation, where should they start? What kinds of tasks are best suited for AI to take over?
The advice here is to really analyze your own organization and find those repetitive processes. Think about things like invoicing or inventory management, or maybe even those first-line customer support inquiries. Those are all prime candidates for automation using AI tools.
So we're seeing how AI can change the way businesses interact with their customers and how they operate internally. What's the third key element to achieving this kind of growth?
The third crucial area is making decisions based on data. We generate so much data these days, but without the ability to analyze it effectively, it's just noise. And this is where AI comes in.
So it's not enough to just collect the data. You have to be able to transform that raw data into insights that you can use for your business strategy.
Exactly. AI can use things like predictive analytics to sift through massive data sets and find hidden patterns. It can predict future trends, maybe in the market or in customer demand. It can even help you spot risks before they become problems. This allows businesses to be proactive and make smarter decisions.
That's really powerful. And there was a great example of a company already doing this in the material you shared.
Yeah, Walmart is a fantastic illustration. They use AI to analyze real-time sales data and predict which products are going to be in high demand, especially during those busy seasons, so they can proactively manage their inventory and restock shelves. This minimizes those situations where you go to the store and the product you want is out of stock, and of course, it helps them maximize sales.
So for a business that wants to be more data-driven, what kind of tools should they be looking at?
The sources recommend AI-based analytics platforms like Tableau, Power BI, or Google Analytics 4. These can help you visualize complex data, identify trends, and really empower better decision-making across the organization.
Okay, so we've talked about personalized experiences, automation, and data-driven decisions. What's next on the list of ways AI can fuel business growth?
The next big area is the enhancement of marketing strategies. AI is really changing how businesses connect with their audiences and get them engaged.
Marketing is always evolving. How is AI changing the game right now?
Machine learning models, which are basically algorithms that learn from data over time, can analyze huge amounts of marketing data. They can
Right.
identify those high-value customer segments, predict who's most likely to buy, and even personalize ad creative and messaging with amazing precision. Some AI can even generate marketing content itself, which is pretty incredible.
Wow. AI writing ad copy. That's a big shift. Your research had an example of a company using AI in their marketing.
Yeah. Coca-Cola's use of AI is a great example. They use AI to analyze social media conversations and then design campaigns specifically tailored to younger demographics. And they've actually found that their AI-generated ads are getting higher engagement rates than their traditional methods. So it's working.
So for a marketing team looking to get ahead, what are some practical things they can do with AI?
The sources recommend trying out AI-powered marketing platforms like HubSpot AdX or Copy.ai. These are great ways to start exploring these capabilities and refining marketing strategies for better ROI.
Okay, so AI is making marketing smarter and more effective. What's another domain where it's driving business growth?
Supply chain optimization is crucial. In today's global economy, having a really efficient and resilient supply chain is absolutely essential.
Absolutely. We've all seen the disruptions and the impact they can have. How does AI help businesses deal with all that?
Well, AI can analyze all kinds of data about logistics. It can predict things like, weather events or geopolitical instability that might cause disruptions. It can manage inventory levels more accurately so you don't have shortages or overstocking. And it can ensure timely deliveries, which translates to lower costs and happier customers.
The material you shared had a good example of a company using AI for this.
DHL is a great example. They've implemented AI to monitor their global shipping routes and anticipate potential delays. By identifying and addressing these things in advance, they've been able to shorten shipping times and make their service more reliable, which is a huge advantage in the logistics world.
So for businesses with complex supply chains, what kind of AI solutions should they be looking at?
The sources recommend implementing solutions like IBM Watson Supply Chain or SAP Integrated Business Planning. These can give them the tools they need to really see and control their logistics operations.
We've covered a lot of ground personalized experiences, automation data-driven decisions, marketing supply chains. What's next on the list of ways AI is changing things?
The next key area is innovation and product development. AI isn't just about making existing processes better, it's about creating entirely new products and services.
That's really interesting. How can AI actually be part of the creative process of developing new products?
AI can analyze market trends to find those unmet needs that customers have. It can even suggest completely new product ideas. And then it can help with rapid prototyping and testing using sophisticated simulations, so it can drastically reduce the time it takes to bring a product to market.
The sources had a really cool example of this.
Yeah, Tesla's use of AI in designing their batteries is a great one. They use AI to run simulations and test countless different battery configurations virtually, so they can achieve these breakthroughs in energy efficiency much faster than they could with traditional methods.
So for businesses that are all about innovation, what kind of AI tools should they be exploring?
The sources suggest tools like Autodesk Fusion 360 or ANSYS. These are AI-powered design and simulation tools that can help them be more efficient and innovative in their product development.
So AI is helping us create better products faster. What's the final piece of the puzzle when it comes to driving business growth?
The last big area highlighted in your material is improving employee productivity. And it's not just about replacing human tasks with robots. It's about empowering employees to be more effective and engaged in their work.
Makes sense. Having happy and productive employees is essential for any business. How does AI contribute to that?
AI can provide employees with intelligent virtual assistants to help with those routine questions or tasks. It can offer personalized training programs that are tailored to each employee's needs, and it can provide collaboration tools that streamline communication and teamwork. All of this can lead to higher morale and increased productivity.
The research you shared had a really practical example of this in action.
Accenture's AI-powered virtual assistant, Amelia, is a good example. They use it to handle internal IT support queries, and employees have reported much faster resolutions to their problems, which means less frustration, more job satisfaction, and less time wasted on troubleshooting.
So for companies that want to boost internal efficiency and employee satisfaction, what kind of AI tools should they be thinking about?
Implementing tools like Microsoft Copilot or Slack AI can really enhance team productivity and streamline communication. Those are highlighted in the sources you provided.
Wow, we've covered a lot today. From customer experiences to internal operations and product innovation, it seems like AI really has the potential to double business growth by 2025.
It does. And strategically, using AI in these 7 key areas can give companies a real competitive advantage.
And, your sources emphasize that this doesn't have to be a sudden, complete overhaul, right?
Right. The advice is to start small. Experiment with AI in specific areas of your business, and then gradually expand your use as you see results and understand what works best for your company.
And that final thought from your material is really powerful. The future belongs to those who adapt and thrive with AI.
And the main takeaway here is that embracing AI now offers the potential for significant growth in the future.
Lots to think about, and hopefully a lot of clarity for you, our listener, as you navigate this ever-changing world of AI and its potential impact on your business. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.